So, who is responsible for the deceased's body? Now, for this, we turn to the case of Williams and Williams from 1882. And in that case, the court said there can be no property in the dead body of a human being. And after the death of a man or a woman, the executors have a right to the custody and possession of his body, although they have no property in it until it's properly buried. And so it follows that a dead body can't be owned, it can't be gifted, bought, or sold. Although we know that donation of a body or organs for medicine or science is permitted under the Human Tissue Act. But a person can't make a gift of their body through their will, for example, and cannot give binding directions about what should be done with their body. Now, looking a bit more closely at the issue of the relevance of the deceased's wishes, we know that funeral wishes aren't binding, but the deceased's wishes are something, insofar as they're known, that the court should take into account. And in the Abuna case, the judge said, "It seems to me that any PR will make any decision as to the disposal of the body and take into account the wishes of the deceased. But that should not, in my view, have a paramountcy, as suggested in the Burroughs case. It's a factor which the PRs can take into account, and no doubt PRs will bona fide consider the deceased's wishes." So the court was saying there that it is a factor, but it's not more important than any of the other factors. And the question of whether ashes should be treated in the same way as a body under common law, i.e. it's incapable of being owned, or whether ashes instead should have the status of property, is, as far as I know, untested in the courts so far. So if I arrange, for example, my uncle's cremation and I receive the ashes as the applicant for the cremation, can I give those ashes to my sister? Or can I leave them to my brother in my will in the same way that I might leave him a painting or an ornament? Or can I sell the ashes if there's anyone who wants to buy them? So it's unfortunately not clear. So we will have to follow what happens in court if any of these types of disputes come there in the near future.